Here we just got up to the top of Nimblewell Gap, taking a little break. Just an update. This is day 3, and first day we're videoing. So Friday we got here late. Decided to park at the lodge, walk up. So we got 7 tents up from the lodge. There's a designated spot, so we got there and set up camp. A couple guys there, 6 guys there. 4? Oh, 6 with us. Yeah, 2 guys were doing it overnight. 2 guys were attempting it through. So we slept pretty decent. It got down to about 29 degrees. So we all semi-slept. Had a tree or a big branch come down in the middle of the night, woke everybody up, and then I got up about 6:30, watched the sun come up, and ate, packed up, and then we headed out. So day 2, we headed out about 8 o'clock. About 8 o'clock in the morning. One of the guys that's attempting it through started off with us. After a little bit, he said that we were going too fast and he was just gonna, hike his speed. So I wished him farewell, wished him good luck. We took off, ran into a guy in a little bit named Bob, hiked with him all the rest of the way up to Springer. Had a really good conversation with him. He comes out here and trains. He lives nearby. So he was out doing a training hike for a hike he's got later this summer. So I had a good time with Bob. Got up to Springer. There was probably 50 people at Springer when we got there. Boy Scout troop, bunch of potential through hikers, some family wishing people off. So we hung out up there for a little bit, ate a snack.
And we met up with Rocket.
Yeah, we met Rocket that used to work at Standing Bear. Met up with him, chatted with him for a little bit, had a good time. Then when the rock kind of cleared out, some, there's probably 3 or 4 people left. We went down, signed in, took a couple pictures, and then waited a little bit for the guy Rocket was hiking with, and then we decided we need to get moving ourselves. So set out, stopped for a moment at Stover Creek at the sign, helped some people make a decision on how far they were going for the day. So we decided we were going to go down to Long Creek Falls. So we hiked past 3 Forks. All the Boy Scouts were there, and we met a retired ridge runner there who was about to give them some classes on different trail maintenance things that they could do as scouts. So we chatted with Bob, or he wasn't Bob, I forget what his name was. Chatted with him for a little bit, had a good talk. Then we headed out, got to Long Creek Falls. Really beautiful. I really regret that I missed it the first time we came through. So we hiked up there, a lot of people there. We stopped and ate a snack there for a little bit, sat in the sun, which was really nice. So then we decided we were going to head back south, because originally we were going to try and do the kickoff. Originally we were going to try and do it Saturday morning. We decided to hike instead, and we would just go today on Sunday. So we said, hey, let's turn around and we'll head back and we'll just see where we end up. The closer we get, the more likely we'll get to go to Atko. So we decided to at least shoot for Stover, as we knew a couple people that were going to stop there. So we ended up getting back to Stover for right at a 14.8 mile day, I believe it was. So we ended up crashing out there. Seth put his hammock up. I opted to sleep in the shelter so I didn't have to put my tent up and take it down. Kind of regretting that. I didn't get much sleep. We had a guy that snored like a grizzly bear in there and was very flatulent. So I didn't sleep really good. But, that's the price you pay to sleep in a shelter. And I forgot earplugs this trip. So that was yesterday.
And there are a bunch of people there too.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of people at Stover, which there was tons of tents. There was actually only 6 of us in the shelter, a couple people that were going to stay at some point. I was talking to Rocket. they decided to leave. They repacked their stuff and took off. So, you know.
That was at night, or about to be night.
Yeah, it was almost dark when they did that, but, you know, hey, do what you want to do. I can't say I haven't night hiked a couple times. Actually, every time I've been out now, I've night hiked. We night hiked Friday night, so it's now become a normal thing to do a night hike.
Tradition.
Tradition. So that gets us to today. It's Sunday. Last I had checked yesterday, it was predicted to be 34 at the shelter. But there's no Verizon service at the shelter. Rocket was saying that he had heard from somebody at Springer that was it 29 or 24. So it was supposed to be 24 at the shelter.
I don't think it got that cold though. It was cold, but I don't.
Well, it might have been that he was saying Springer shelter because it is higher elevation than Stover. Stover's I think it's 500 feet lower. Granted, that wouldn't have been that drastic if it was going to be 24 at Springer. It would have been 25, 26 at Stover. But it was fairly cold. So I ended up getting up at 6:30 this morning and started eating. Got all my stuff packed up and we kind of hung out, talked to everybody that was heading out. Everybody still thought we were heading. They were like, "You guys are going northbound, right?" And we were like, "No, we actually came southbound." And pick up, like, "Oh, I wondered why. I thought you had walked past here, and then why you ended up back here again." So, good number of people left. We got everything packed up, and we've been heading south. So we've already passed back over Springer, stopped there for a little snack, and then we've come back through. We're already past Black Gap Shelter. Just came up from Nimblewell Gap, which it's a nice little climb, whether you're going Nobo or Sobo, and I almost think it's worth Sobo personally. It's much steeper, I think, coming up to here southbound than it is when you're going northbound towards Springer. It's more gradual, and there's some switchbacks over there. This one, there's some little switchbacks, but not real switchbacks. So it's pretty beast of a climb in that little short distance. But at the top, there's this beautiful vista where at one point yesterday we were contemplating coming back here to camp, hoping to maybe catch the sunset and definitely the sunrise in the morning, but we did not make that. We decided Stover was the better stop. So ran into a ridge runner that we ran into yesterday as well, chatted with him for a little bit and just let him know kind of the state of affairs at Stover, which was not pretty. The privy was not pretty, we'll put it that way. Shelter was good. So we are headed back. We're going to hike back to the lodge parking lot, and we are contemplating going into the lodge to eat, but we're just going to play it by ear. Probably going to change clothes before we go in because do not smell no good at all. It smells like I've been out here for a week. So that's kind of the plan, and we'll catch you later.